Hi. I've noticed you're trying to flood our house again, and I'm just coming over here to figure out why. My house here, you guys, for 10 years, have been blocking this gutter, even though I keep sending the city over here telling you not to. It makes my house flood, so I'm over here to ask you guys, why, again, are you guys trying to flood my house? The manager is the one who keeps doing this. What's up?
How you doing?
You guys are trying to flood my house again.
No, it's on our property.
All the snow in the gutter is on your property?
Snow in the gutter? Is the gutter your property?
I have access to the storm drain. Our storm drain is on the corner there.
Call the city and see what the city says.
The city's been here 3 times.
I know, that's the storm drains are right in the parking lot.
But you pushed all the snow from the street up in the gutter.
Where do you want us to put it?
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to let the city handle that.
No. And call the city.
That's absurd. You're blocking our gutter. Where's all the water supposed to go?
Then where would you like us to put it?
That's not my problem. It's already unlawful for you to block the gutter.
Call the city then.
But my house is going to start flooding tonight, dude.
Hey, do you want me to go out and shovel it?
I've done it for 10 years. Why don't you do it for a change?
What you gonna call the cops on if the people harassing us? Call the city if they have a problem.
How am I harassing you by telling you that you're flooding my house?
They've been coming for years.
You've been doing it for years, dude.
Well, I'm done with it. Call the city.
Nobody can hear you on your PA here, by the way.
That's fine. Call the cops.
Jesus, dude. Hey, you're responsible for our house flooding. This is crazy. How do you explain this? Hello.
Hi,
Who's calling?
this is Sargent's department.
How are you this evening?
I'm good. I wanted to talk to you about your contact with the employee that late today.
Okay. Like what?
Well, they said that you were over there and that you were harassing the employees.
Telling them that they're going to flood my house with what they're doing is not harassment, man.
Okay, so they said you called this morning.
I didn't call. My wife.
Over there this afternoon.
I didn't call. I went over, but I didn't call. I called.
Okay. And then, so how did things go when you were over there this afternoon?
They told me that they're not going to ever do anything and that I have to either call the cops or the city.
9444.
And I've already called the city many times, ma'am. The city goes over there and tells them that they can't do that, and then they just do it again. So, I'm trying to illustrate to them that they flood my house out when they engage in this activity.
Okay, so have you flooded it in the past?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you address it at that point when it was flooded?
I did, but we don't. So, I mean, what good would it do? I mean, what am I gonna... When I go to the city... This guy's a city councilman, isn't he? When I go to the city and then they don't do anything, what am I supposed to do?
The manager, he isn't a city council member.
Well, I thought one of them was at one time, but anyway, I don't...
So there was an individual that used to work for them that used to be a city council member a few years ago. That might be who you're thinking about.
Yeah, but it was him that was doing this to me too, so I don't understand. You know, he's the guy that sends me the little note in the mail saying he's going to send the cops if I do exactly what he's doing, but for some reason it's okay for him. I don't understand this. It's already inappropriate to block the gutter, isn't it?
It basically said, I think what it says is that you can't push snow from your property onto the street. And I could get I can send the information to our street department and ask him if he considers that the gutter the street.
But see, I got some street superintendent. He went over there 3 times till he got fed up with this councilman, and then he just started having the city plow push the entire contents, back into their parking lot. I don't understand what the deal is. If they'd stop blocking the gutter, I'd never talk to him.
Okay. Well, I will ask about them pushing the snow into the gutter, if that is allowed or not. If not, then we will address that separately. They said that you had approached one of their employees as she was getting into her vehicle.
I can stand. I did not approach this lady. I can stand on the sidewalk when I'm throwing my garbage away and say, hey, you're responsible for flooding our house. I don't see how she's not just as responsible as the rest of them.
Well, she wouldn't be if she's just an employee. She doesn't run the plow. She doesn't tell the manager what they can or can't do. She simply works there.
I don't see it that way, ma'am.
Okay, well, we will agree to disagree, but...
That's fine.
Standing on the sidewalk, that's one thing, but they want you trespassed from going onto Central Bank's property.
That's ridiculous. They didn't even ask me to leave.
Okay, well, that's their right. The employees there don't feel comfortable. They don't feel safe walking out to their cars.
That's crazy. They park 3 feet away from me in my carport. This is all lies, ma'am. If they're so uncomfortable, why do they always park so close? If I was being threatened, I would not park 2 feet away from the guy that was threatening me while he's out on his patio. It's so silly.
Well, I can't tell them how to feel and how not to feel.
I understand that.
What they have told the manager is that they do not feel comfortable, so he has asked me to tell you that you're trespassed from bank property. So I will make a note of that in your name file. Obviously, if you don't agree with that, you can take that up with bank corporate offices. But at this time, if you do go onto Central Bank property, then you'll be charged with trespassing.
Alright, well, it's not very smart of them, because, I don't get this. What? So, are you gonna bother me if I talk to him from the sidewalk?
As long as it's not harassing.
But they feel that pointing out that when they deny me access to the storm drain that my house will flood, that's harassment. So I don't understand. That's such a loose term. When I look up the legal definition of harassment, it doesn't seem like that's what it is. I might have to look it up again. It's been a while, but
you might have to. It just depends on your tone and what you're saying. They could say that you're being disorderly. Disorderly conduct is pretty broad. So that might be another one that you want to research. If you have problems with where they're pushing the snow, then your recourse is either Payson City Streets Department, or if it is flooding your home and you feel that they are culpable in that, then contact a civil attorney, because yelling at some girl
I didn't yell at her.
employees,
Ma'am,
then
I didn't yell at her. They've got cameras with sound. Have them show you this yelling. It didn't happen.
okay. So in whatever manner you spoke to her, she felt uneasy with that.
Of course she's going to feel uneasy with it. There's this giant garbage truck sized pile of snow in the gutter that I'm pointing at, saying this is, the cause of the flooding here, ma'am.
And she's also a small female, and you are a male.
Why is she parked so close to me then? Seriously, just think about that for a second. She was never threatened before.
They haven't had contact with you since probably last summer sometime. And because this was new, and you had somebody in your household had contacted them that morning, and then that afternoon, she felt threatened by your presence out there.
Me being...
You can't dictate how somebody's going to feel or what's going to make somebody feel uneasy. You maybe will take a whole lot to feel threatened or uneasy, where somebody else takes very little.
I find it comical being 4 feet to the left, suddenly everything's better.
Well, that's just how she feels.
I would just like them to stop doing this. This is everybody else can handle this without causing this big flooding problem, not filling the gutters with snow, so... They keep doing this on purpose, so I will get mad at them. It's
just that's where they've pushed it for years and years and years.
Okay, but they've pushed it right into my driveway.
Okay. I thought you said it was in the gutter.
It is in the gutter right now, but in the past, I've got tons of documentation of them pushing it right into my driveway. To me, that's intentional. Okay?
Yeah, well, if they're pushing it in your driveway, that's a completely... 924, go ahead. Copy, I'll be clear from here and en route to that. Copy.
When the superintendent of the street department was here, that is one of the times they pushed all the snow in my driveway. That's what got him mad enough to go to that place 3 times and then get fed up with them and start pushing all their snow back into their parking lot, because they have this attitude.
Okay. Well, it sounds like at that point in time it was handled. I don't know what the overall result was, but
I don't consider city plows getting involved in this weird little war that doesn't need to be, solved. He just ignored the superintendent so long to where he just decided, I'll just push all the snow back in. That's madness.
okay. Well, do you have any questions?
Obviously not. Nope.
Okay.
I had a safe night. It's slippery.
Yeah. All right. Well, there are future problems. Don't go over there. If you need to call us so that we can address it with them, then do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too, man. Bye. Hey, you pushed more snow from your parking lot out into the gutter, dude.
What?
You pushed more snow from the parking lot out. What?
Call the city, dude.
I did call the city. They gave me a copy of the law that shows you're wrong.
Okay, have them come talk to us.
Every time I do that, you just keep doing it. You keep doing the same thing.
Dude, we need to call the cops on you again.
It's not illegal for me to point out to you what you've done.
I don't, but we're harassing you.
I'm not harassing you. You're trying to flood us. What's the deal?
It's not on your property.
That's not how the world works, dude. That's our storm drain down there.
Take your drains off of draining on our property.
You built the whole property
property to drain to our freaking lot.
It's been here 30 years.
This house has been here 180 years. Walk in the fucking standing water. Hello? You guys keep doing this highly enraging thing where you push your parking lot into the gutter and block the storm drain?
I don't know anything about it.
What are you talking about? This is your property. This was your snow.
Yeah, you're not allowed on the property, no.
Except right here, because that's not your property. That's a different thing. Why won't you clear the sidewalk, dude? Just a shoulder shrug? Why do you hate women and children so much and make them walk in the street? I'm not allowed to walk on the property because I point out what a criminal you are. This is illegal. It's already a law. You're already required to clear the damn sidewalks, just like me. So this is where, the children have to walk. They want to go to school. As usual, why clear the sidewalk in front of your own store?